Hello, everyone. This is Andreas, Pop Culture Guy, and this is Jeff, True Knowledge himself here, is back again to do another spectacular live stream review of Ghostbusters, the 1984 classic starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Howard Ramis. And before we do that, how you doing, Jeff? How's life? Oh,
Can't
God.
complain. Can't complain. Happy to be here and talk about some Ghostbusters and some House of the Dragon shit. Since we're gonna do that now.
Yeah, well, we always do. This is a new addition that I done with this live streams because I think it helps to like give it like a full hour. Is talking about geeky news, and man, I don't want to take to. We're just sticking with the House of Dragon because I don't know. We're gonna discuss that tomorrow for the Monday report, but
We won't have time.
exactly, there were a bunch of trailers this week. Friday, like Beetlejuice 2 came out. Furioso, which I haven't had a chance to see. What was the other trailer? Oh my god! Like,
Oh, the second Furiosa trailer came out too.
yeah, for the Mad Max saga. Yeah, it came out on Friday. The what was it? The Star Wars trailer.
I didn't like the Acolyte trailer. Pardon me, I didn't like it.
I just saw it just now. It's okay. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I mean, the production is good. So anyway, that came out this week, and then of course the House of Dragon. Now the House of the Dragon trailers were great because they're really pumping up the war. That the Dance of the Dragon. If you read the book of the House of the Dragon is based on. So yeah, so let me do this. Let me.
Did you pull the trailers up or did you need me to get them?
I can do that because I know how to share it now.
Oh, you know how to do it now?
Yeah, you remember was it 2 weeks ago when I did the Ace?
If you're going to share screen, remember you got to turn off the echo cancellation.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's a good point. All right, let's so anyway, let me do this. So this week was a lot of trailers, very big ones, which I was kind of surprised on a Friday. So I don't know if the studios were trying to pump all these trailers for Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, new movie that came out this Friday. That's the sequel to Afterlife. I don't know if I have a chance to see that movie, but
I don't know. I'm more concerned with trying to go see Dune before it's out of my movie theaters because they've already reduced the amount of daily screenings of Dune Part 2 in my area, my Regal Cinemas at the mall in Port Charlotte. It's down to one showing a day. So that means so if I don't get over there here pretty soon and whatnot and watch it, then I'm fucked.
Yeah. No,
I'm such a night owl. I always go to the movie theaters at night, but then I record at night. Like I'm reviewing Ghostbusters twice. I'm doing it with you tonight, and then on Tuesday I'm reviewing Ghostbusters again with Matt and Tim from Middle Age Man Movie Review podcast.
Yeah. Oh, what? Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know.
I understand that.
I've heard some negative things about X-Men 97 already. I've heard some that there's some woke shit in there.
No, the first 2 episodes is amazing. It's just people that are just.
I haven't watched yet. I guess I'm gonna watch tomorrow. I haven't watched The Last of Us or The Ones Who Live. I haven't watched The Ones Who Live episode 5 yet either.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch because now I have a job. I have to plan out my time of watching Walking Dead. So I'm watching it pretty much tomorrow after I'm done with work. I will watch that and then go from there. So as usual,
That's right. We're actually going to have a guest on tomorrow night, so we should have a good show.
Yeah,
and we've been killing it on the Bleeding Edge Report lately with our numbers on YouTube.
Yes, which is good because I think that's helping us, to have more people coming into the Monday reports to talk about these, Walking Dead /
I think a lot of that comes off the work that I put in the Walking Dead private chats that I've told you about, right? The time I put in and whatnot and everything, the best I put in remember I was going to bring that girl on the show, whatnot, everything from the chat.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like the admin in there is really likes me, and so she lets me like drop plugs for all of our content and everything like that, whatnot. And I think a lot of people from that Walking Dead group is big that I'm a part of. The chat with the chat. I think a lot of those viewers are from that group chat. They're from that group.
Yeah, that's pretty.
They just don't engage.
Yeah, I mean, there's some Facebook groups that are engaging, and there's some that don't.
Yeah, we've been sitting there with like 36 people, like 38 people with that everything, like 2 Mondays in a row, and they're not saying nothing. It's because we're talking. That's why. There's nothing really to talk about. If you want to drop that, go ahead. Just cancel the echo cancellation.
Okay. Let's do the settings here. Look up the audio. Echo cancellation is on, so that's good.
Turn it off.
Oh, turn it off. Oh, turn it off. How silly. Okay. All right. You good?
We'll see.
All right. I think that's it. Yeah. So it's.
There's a reason why I upload the files now. Oh, look at that audio.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play it.
All right, let's do this.
My Lord husband was alive, and the realm was at peace. On his deathbed, he knew the realm would never accept a queen. Rhaenyra's supporters will believe what they wish, but Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed him.
They wish now not for the good of the realm, but for the satisfaction of vengeance.
Plot against the king, and I will pay it back 100 times over.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
My uncle is a challenge I welcome. If he dares face me.
We will prevail and bring forth peace. But you must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
Good. To war, then.
All my life, I've endeavored to serve both my house and the realm. And somehow none of it matters.
Hold to your courage! For the one true King, Egon!
My father chose me, his firstborn child, to succeed him. He held to his decision until death. And yet, Alicent's son sits my throne. I mean to fight this war and win it.
The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
The High Towers are marching. You must crush this beast at its head.
Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the king, or your house burns.
And the desire to kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten. You will not even remember what began the war in the first place.
We fight for our queen!
I feel what I've begun.
So you're saying,
2, 1.
so you're saying there's 2 of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you hear that trailer, how bad it sounded?
Well, hold on. Let me. Okay. Hold on. I was just getting the picture done. No, I can hear it fine on my side. Can you not hear it well in your side?
It's because you can't. You're not looking for what I'm looking for. The distortion of the audio, right? It's there. You're just not noticing it. I didn't notice it at first either, but it's there. And when you actually see this, when this uploads to YouTube and you go back and look, you'll see that these trailers are going to sound all distorted and fucked up. Remember, I told you I've had problems with the screen sharing ever since they made changes to StreamYard. I'm still going back and forth with StreamYard technical support about this.
Right.
Like the screen sharing, when you screen share videos over to your side, they come out all the music or the audio or like whatever, whatnot. If it's like Bandmade, comes back all distorted, messed up. That's why I use the file upload.
Okay.
You go to present at the bottom, then where it says video file at the top, you hit video file and you just upload the file right there. That's what I do.
That's what I do with the channel logo. Every time
I just have to show you how to do it, how to convert the MP4 files over like the YouTube for the YouTube trailers. Did you say there's another trailer now too?
Yeah. So that was the first trailer. So here we go. Thank goodness I'm in the House of the Dragon, the front page here. Yeah, there was another one that was 3 months ago. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You and I reacted to it. I just never put it up.
Yeah. Here, let me go to the search because they did like a separate one here. So here, let me do the official black trailer here. Try again. One. Okay, after we're done with the show, I'm gonna look at again the live stream, see how bad it is. But
okay, I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I from like where I'm at when I hear it, it's fine in my part. But as you're saying, I mean, all of this is new for me with the
I know you're learning as you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, next thing we're gonna do the MP3 thing, the file.
We will, yeah. Everything sounds good that way when I do it like that.
Oh yeah.
That's what StreamYard showed me to do. That like they're the ones that told me to start doing that instead of doing the share screen.
Yeah.
They told me to do that. They're like use file upload instead of using screen sharing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. After this, I want to double check that because I think you're right, and I want to make sure that everyone can hear what this trailers are saying. Thank goodness I had the subtitles for the trailer for you guys to sort of like see what the characters are saying in the trailer. Okay, so as I say at the beginning of the show, we have the green trailer for the High Towers, which we saw just a minute ago, and this is the Targaryen trailer. That's what it's called, the official black.
There were some Targaryen scenes over there on that side that trailer too.
Yes. But you've seen some angles that you do see this in this trailer, but there's other scenes you didn't see, which is the other family that we didn't see in that because that was more of the focus of High Towers and all that. But anyway, God, there's too many characters. House of Dragon. Anyway.
Oh, I know. I can't. It used to be crazy doing the reviews with all the different characters.
Oh my God, and their names. It's like
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them. Like, oh my God. So let's do this.
It's like with Shogun. I showed Kim and Blair that I use a call. Like I have a sheet where I have all the actors and actresses' names listed out in my handwriting on paper. Right, that I have sitting next to me for Shogun like the whole time. Right, so it's right there.
Yeah. No.
I'm just starting to learn the names now. I'm getting good with them to where they're becoming familiar to me.
Yeah,
and we're almost like midway through the season.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm kind of happy I someone knowing the Shogun characters a bit more, which is good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah. Because I really like those characters, and I like to say their names right.
That show is a good pick.
Yeah, especially last week. Last week was so, oh my God, my favorite. It was so
fun. It was a good episode, I know.
Yeah, I'm excited for this week's, which I'm going to probably see Tuesday, and then I'm so excited to talk about episode 5. I see the Cyber, our good friend Cyber, has said that it's a really great episode. He put thumbs up, so it's good to hear. So,
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, in one of the chats, I think the MCU chat. But okay, let's see this trailer now.
We fight for our queen.
My father chose me, his firstborn child, to succeed him. He held to his decision until death. And yet, Alicent's son sits my throne. I mean to fight this war and win it.
The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir.
The Hightails are marching. You must crush this beast at its head.
Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the king, or your house burns.
When the desire to kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten, you will not even remember what began the war in the first place.
We fight for our queen!
I feel what I've begun.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be like the first couple episodes of season 2 will be setting up the war, right? And then so like there'll be like suppositional episodes, right? With like a little bit of action here and there for the first like 4 or 5 episodes of the show. And then the last half of the season will be the war.
Okay.
And then they'll carry it over. Turn off the echo cancellation.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And then they'll carry the war over into the 3rd season.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
That's what I think will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So well,
It's weird. It's weird when you're echoing and then all of a sudden you stop echoing. You forget. You don't know if people can hear you or not.
Yeah. Well, hey, you did it before, so
Shut up. I'm not trying to be a dick to you. Stop it.
no. I'm not trying to be.
You've had to tell me to turn it on, turn it back on before.
It's me and Cyber.
It's
Yeah,
really
Cyber.
easy to forget.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm
No, if you can't hear it, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Without like, if you're on the other end, you don't hear it. Like we can hear it.
Yeah, I know. It's really bad. Yeah. Oh god.
It is. I know. It's really irritating.
Yeah. Anyway, House of the Dragon season 2. Jeff, what do you thought about the trailers? I like.
I'm feeling positive. I'm definitely I'm all in. I can't wait to review the episode. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing The Acolyte and House of the Dragon at the same time, right?
Yeah.
We'll be reviewing like probably 3 TV shows at that point. Again, we'll be doing 3 TV series a week. We're about to be doing 4 here in a minute.
Oh, I know.
When we do because since we're doing X-Men 97 reviews along with our I've been going short on our Monday night shows for a reason. Because I knew that once we started doing X-Men 97 and we had to do the double reviews with the ones who live, those are going to be long shows.
Yeah.
We're going to have guests and everything and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make the shows go longer.
Yeah. And thank goodness last week it was like a very good filler episode because the next 2 weeks is going to be much more important.
Yeah, episode 5. I mean, I've been seeing the feedback for episode 5 of the ones who live in the chats and whatnot, everything. And everyone says it's great.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's
that it definitely looks like that they're going to have to do a 2nd season because they're where things leave in episode 5. There's not enough space. There's not enough room in one episode to finish the story.
No, I agree. Yeah, I'm very curious how this series is going to end and where we're going to take it to the 2nd season.
I can't believe we're going to be reviewing Daryl Dixon and fucking Dead City again right after we just did the freaking. It feels like we just did the other shows.
I know. I mean. Again, this time flies. Like that's the thing. It's crazy that we're like the end of March next week, and April. It's going to be around the corner next Saturday, I think. Right, Saturday.
I know, and Daryl Dixon's coming out this summer too.
Yeah, this summer. It's crazy.
So it's just gonna get hectic out with our schedule on the bleeding edge.
Hey, we can pull it off. We just
Oh
need to,
yeah,
you know,
we can.
yeah, we just need to coordinate and see what shows is like very important to like have its own show, and then there's some maybe we can.
We've got the way things are looking right now. We already have enough on our plate for like. We already right now we have enough to fill our schedule for the rest of the year. With Daryl Dixon and Dead City coming out, and we've got the House of the Dragon too to do.
Yeah.
That's going to be 10 episodes or 11 episodes, 12 episodes or something, right? Who knows? 10
yeah,
10 episodes. Yeah, that's 2 solid months of shows right there.
Yeah, which is good.
Plus, there could be you never know. There could be some a Marvel series or something that comes out where we don't have any space to fit it on Wednesday or Friday. So we've got like freshman year. The Spider-Man show could come out, right?
Yeah, yeah. So right now that Marvel Zombies
could come out.
Yeah, and then Africa is the next live action show that could premiere this year. Another Disney Plus show.
They're projecting it to come out at the end of the year, so I'm planning on us covering it at the end of the year.
Yeah. We'll see. I think so. I'm very excited for the House of the Dragon. That's my number one favorite to probably review. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff, about the Star Wars one. Oh my god, I'm sorry what the name.
The Acolyte.
The Acolyte. I'm not too excited for it. It just looks very generic. Like
you never know. Don't get me wrong. We'll still review it and everything and whatnot because we do Star Wars and it's what we have for Star Wars. So we'll cover it. I think it's only going to be 6 episodes anyway, or 8 or something like that.
Let me check because
I don't think they've even released that much information.
Yeah, that's the thing. We know the release date. It's coming out in June.
I'll be more excited for House of the Dragon when we get closer to reviewing it. Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be quick. Like in a moment of time, we're gonna be in June very soon. So, which is great. So I really love this 2 trailer. I just love their epping up the war. I agree with you, Jeff. The war is going to be a slow pace for this season 2, built up to the war as typical Game of Thrones. If you've seen the series and how they build up their wars and battles and all that. So I'm really excited for that. And just, see these characters. I mean, this show helped bring back the trust of Game of Thrones fans, and I think that we're in good hands with this season. So I'm very curious how they're gonna play out the story, and and hope it.
No, I was gonna say that the first season was really good. My main problem right now is it's hard for me to talk about it because I'm so far removed from reviewing the show that the names of the characters betray me, right? Like I wish I would have been prepared. I don't have their names pulled up and everything and whatnot, right? I love the Emma Darcy actress that plays Rhaenyra.
Yeah, I love her too. And the young actress that's going to be Supergirl, like she was great.
Yeah, she was really good. If you look at the thumbnails that I made for the House of the Dragon episodes, you'll see that like during that part of the season, all Millie Babcock or whatever whatnot is on all the thumbnails for like the first 4 or 5 episodes, basically.
Yeah,
it's all her.
Oh yeah,
because she was that good. You know what I mean? It was crazy, like how they were having those time jumps in the first season, like the time skips. Have you watched the whole season yet?
Almost. I'm halfway through the season, sir.
Halfway through. So how many? Yeah. You've only done 1 time jump then.
I'm up to episode 2 right now.
You're still stuck in episode 2?
Yeah.
You haven't even done a time jump yet. Just wait.
Oh my god, no worries. Look, the X-Men films from First Class to Days of Future Past and Apocalypse jumped to 10 years. So I'm fine with this time jumping that they've been discussing.
They do 2 big ones. It's intense.
Oh really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
When you're not expecting it, you're just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to watch the episode, and it's like all of a sudden they just jump like 8 years, right? And you got to just figure it out. They don't show numbers or anything and whatnot, right? You have to just like guesstimate.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And like how long it's been, right? Or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. Then all of a sudden they jump again, and Rhaenyra's an adult. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and these kids they have now, both Renea and then who's
and they're not even her. They're not even his. Her. They're not even the dude's kids.
I know. Oh god, that was a big one. First season
because he's gay.
Yeah. And when they had to go back to his home,
he prefers the broadsword, Rhaenyra. No, but they're buddies though. You know what I mean? You haven't gotten that far yet in the show, but like they're buddies, even though like he's gay and whatnot, and everything, and like they don't fuck.
Yeah, they're just more like buddies. Yeah, yeah.
They're like buddies.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, she helped her. I mean,
How do you know all this stuff?
I have a YouTube channel, and I see a YouTube channel discuss this House of Dragon episodes.
Yeah, she helped helped him escape and whatnot, and everything when they faked his death.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm aware of that part. I can't remember what the other part.
That's the Corlys Verillion or whatever whatnot son.
Yeah, because they had
Valerian or whatever whatnot.
Because I know one of their daughters married the Matt Smith character. I forgot his name.
He kills his wife in the one episode. It's crazy, man. Or like paralyzes her and shit, whatnot. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, the horse.
You'll see with the horse.
Yeah. That like it got jumped, and then she's
like, I knew you couldn't finish.
And then he comes out and he like gets the rock. And
yeah. How do you know? You didn't get that far.
I say I'm up to episode 2. Episode 2. When does that happen?
The episode is that's farther down in the end of the season.
No, the wife, the Matt Smith's wife that following the horse. That's like in episode 2.
Is it?
Yeah. Or
I thought it was in 3 or 4.
So maybe it's 3 or 4. I don't know. I need to go back and see what's happening. I'll let you know.
You better watch House of the Dragon season 1, motherfucker.
I will. I got 2 months. 2 months. Okay, 2 months. I can do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I got back watching X-Men the animated series, the '92. Still great. Anyway, just let you know. After X-Men '97, I was like, oh man, let me watch the X-Men animated.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to talk to you with that because I love the first episodes. Everyone knows Disney Plus. Did kind of what the WandaVision Hawkeye did. They released 2 episodes to release. And yeah, we got 10 episodes. Oh, the Acolyte, the Star Wars show, it's 8 episodes. I just checked.
8.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They usually do 8.
Yeah, if you've seen like the Menlo,
yeah,
like and Ahsoka and I were like 8 episodes. I think the only shows that were 6 was like Obi-Wan was 6 episodes, and
I fell asleep trying to watch Obi-Wan.
I just heard some mixed things about the show.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's 6. It was 6 episodes, and then Boba Fett.
Boba Fett was better.
Yeah. Okay.
That one was 6 too because we covered that.
Okay. Yeah.
That was our first Star Wars show. Was Boba Fett.
Oh, really?
That was back when I didn't know anything about Star Wars. I was just like, whatever. I didn't know who this dude was.
Yeah. And then the next show after the Acolyte is Skeleton Crew, and that's going to be 8 episodes as well. So, all right.
I'm not sure if we're going to cover that or not.
Is that the one? Is Skeleton Crew the animation show, or is it the live action one?
I'm not sure.
I
think it's live. I'm pretty sure it's live action.
Yeah, it's live action. This one is with the Jude Law.
With Jude Law, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what
I need to know more about it before I commit to reviewing it.
Yeah, I agree. But it's crazy we're gonna get 2 live action like Star Wars shows this year.
We'll see. Yeah,
we'll see. But again, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, ready to do Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to call? Ghostbusters. All right, folks. Let's discuss this. We're discussing Ghostbusters, 1984 classic film, starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Howard Ramis, Ernie Hudson, and Sigourney Weaver, and Rick Moranis, and directed by Ivan Reitman. It premiered in June of 1984, and was a huge box office success. Was the second highest grossing film of 1984, behind Beverly Hills Cop, starring Eddie Murphy. And yeah, so let's start this. Jeff, are you a Ghostbusters fan?
It made a lot of money. $25-30 million budget, and it made $295.2 million box office.
Yeah, and I think in inflation, I checked, it made, like, in inflation it made over 7,000 billion, like a thousand billion.
7,000 billion? You mean,
yeah,
you mean 700?
700, yes.
700. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is a good start for Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm a Ghostbusters fan, man. I mean, I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but it's a classic, so it's very watchable.
Yeah. So, okay, what do you
Very
want to do?
very watchable film.
Yeah. So, as always, the classic Ghostbusters, we open up in the library in New York, right? And then we see the old lady doing her job, right? And then slowly we see the ghosts, the supernatural kicking in, seeing the books flowing. And then obviously, the cards start to pop up in
the library cards or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah. And then she's trying to run away, which is a big maze. I cannot believe I don't know how she knew to get out of that, like, maze. And then bam, she gets scared by the ghost, the librarian ghost. And then we cut to our first character we saw is Dr. Venkman, played by Bill Murray. And he's doing this test on these two young students. He's definitely hitting the student there. She like literally cannot guess the cards. Everything was wrong, but he allows it. Where the poor guy, unfortunately, just gets electrocuted, and that was very funny. But yeah, and then after that, Ray, played by Dan Aykroyd, comes in and tells Peter to come and go to the library because now they find a physical ghost. And then after that, we meet Egon, of course, played by the late great Howard Ramis, who I love. And go ahead, Jeff. You got something to say?
No, I was just playing with my hat.
Oh, by the way, nice hat. I like your hat.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I like it. I like your Avengers theme. I got my Ghostbuster one.
Nice.
Yeah, new one. So, and has the Ecto car in front of it. So let me try to show you this, Jeff. It's the Ghostbusters 40th anniversary. You got the symbol, and then you got the car here. So
you can't really see it with the green screen.
Oh, I hate the screen. The screen. Hold on. Let me show it to you guys. Because okay. You guys already see what it is. Here we go. Car.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I got the second one, and it's a Ghostbusters.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, I have another shirt in my closet that has Ghostbusters. Just the symbol. It's getting old, but I'm still keeping that because I love that shirt. Anyway, so we're in the library. The trio, the Ghostbusters trio, are doing their investigation, and then they meet the library ghost. And after that, they get kicked out in the university because they're frauds, as the whatever
whoever that guy is. The dean or whatever. The dean.
Yeah, the dean, who is just so, like, he's so mean. He's like the classic yuppie 80s, dean kind of person. You see, like, in the Adventure of the Nerds.
He says Venkman's a scam artist. He's like a hustler.
That was something I didn't realize until today. I was rewatching it. I was like, oh my god, he's a hustler and swindler. I felt bad for Peter because
that's what he is, though.
But yeah, but he's a good one. Like, he's a good, con man. Anyway, after that, Ray and Peter talk about, private, the private sector, because remember, this is the 80s, what do you call it?
The Reagan era?
Yeah, no, there was back in 2008, we had the recession. Remember, this was the big recession that was going on in the 80s that didn't recover until next year, 1985. So they were in a big recession in the 80s with a lot of countries. So they, because I picked up Ray brought up the private sector because he'd been in the private sector.
But the economy was mostly good in the 80s under Reagan.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was the whole Reagan boom and everything and whatnot, like there was a massive boom in the economy. The stock market crashed at one point in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't know when, but
remember there was like that Black Friday event or whatever, where the stock market crashed. That happened, I think, or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? But I don't remember. There might have been a small recession, but I don't remember it. But keep going.
Yeah, I want to stop there. I want to talk about the library, meeting our characters, Jeff. What you thought about that section? Because I really enjoyed this section because it really gets you into the mood of Ghostbusters.
It's well done. It's well acted and everything and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like the librarian chick is well acted and whatnot and everything. It's well done for 1983, 1984 special effects and everything and whatnot. Right? Like they do a good job. Right? It's a solid opening of the film.
Yeah, I mean the music is also great. Like helps you.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Get into the mood of the horror.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
Oh my yeah. I love the soundtrack of this film, which you get into. I agree with you, Jeff. The special effects holds up very well today. It looks very polished. I like the kind of graininess it has. I like how the ghosts are here in this film and the sequel than whatever 2016. Like
things are so technologically behind back then at that time period and whatnot, and that they could use simple pranks with like library cards and whatnot, all that kind of shit. You can't do that now.
No, I mean, it's a shame. Like you could still do it. I just feel like it's just filmmakers are lazy, to do it. To make this suspense well done. Like horror. Like I hate horror movies do those jump scares. When they do the jump scare and it's like you think it's gonna happen, but it isn't.
Ghostbusters is well paced.
Yeah, it's well paced, and you get scared very quickly. I mean, like
there's no boring moments in Ghostbusters. It stays flowing the whole time.
Yeah, and it's not a long movie. I mean, it's what like
hour 40.
Yeah, hour 40, which is good. I like that. I like that these Ghostbusters movies are not too long, which is good. Because I don't like. I'm fine with 2 hours.
But they use every minute of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no waste.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, we don't waste time for the Ghostbusters to get into their business. Like, I like how this...
they go right into being like, the whole shit is being the Ghostbusters, like, from jump.
Yeah. So, after, so moving forward, after Ray and Peter talk about starting their own business of ghost catching, of course, we get the funny part where Ray has to sell his house that he lived for a long time, for a mortgage to get the money to do the, ghost stuff and all that. And then you see them getting the firehouse, the headquarters we're going to see in the movies, and the car and all that. So
Ramis Egon really adds a lot to the humor.
Oh my God, Egon, I love. Did you know he loves snacking? He loves snacks so much. Like he loves Twinkie, which is so. He always munches something, which is so funny. I love Egon. He's my favorite character because I just love Howard Ramis. I mean, come on, Caddyshack. What else? Groundhog Day, and oh my God, great. He's a great writer, director, and actor too. But yeah, Egon's funny. He's so funny. I love you. When they're in the elevator, he turns on the pack. He starts moving in the side to Ray. That is so funny because he's afraid of that nuclear proton pack. So anyway, while we see the Ghostbusters, forming their business, they're trying to form everything, right? We meet our other character that's going to be important. Weaver's character. I got her. Let me see, Diane Barrett, and she gets this very unexpected. We meet Dan and Rick Moranis' character, Louis Tully, who is so funny. He gets locked out from his door every time.
Do you mean Janine?
No, Janine. No. I'm talking about Weaver's character.
Oh, Weaver. Oh, Dana Barrett.
Dan Barrett. Yeah. So we meet her now, and we also meet Rick Moranis. Excuse me, Rick Moranis' character, Louis Tully, who's also funny in this movie. I love him. Louis is the classic comedian. He gets luck out of his door, which is funny so many times in this film. And when they, Barrett comes into her house, she sees the commercial of Ghostbusters, which is great. So they're already doing commercial stuff. And then she gets this unexpected call from Sue, one of these ghosts. And then after that, we see, we go back to the firehouse, and Ray brings the ghost, the Ghostmobile. Let me say that Ghostmobile to the firehouse, and he explains like the repairs and all that. And then Barrett comes in, and Peter right away, is infatuated with her, and then that's where I want to stop there. So, what do you think about that section? Them doing the business. I love the part that Egon talks about the firehouse is condemned, like they should not buy it, but because Ray,
the wiring is not sufficient for like our needs and all that shit and whatnot. But Ray likes it because it has the pole.
Yeah, and he told them we should sleep here, tonight. And I was like, wow, that quickly.
The movie is very farcical.
Yeah,
at times, like it's the humor is kind of out there, like it's it's beyond like the limits of reality almost. Some of the shit that like they pull off, but it's a good section of the film. I mean, I like the dynamic of Aykroyd and of Bill Murray. And the Ramis together on screen. Their chemistry is really good, and Sigourney Weaver is pretty solid in her role in the film. She's pretty believable, and this is when she was like at her peak hotness level too. Sigourney,
she's tall.
She looks good as fuck in that movie.
Yeah, she is. I mean,
she's fine as fuck.
I mean, she still looks great today. I
know she does. I know she looks good as shit. I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Afterlife, the Ghostbuster movie came out a couple of years ago. We saw.
No.
Okay, there was a post-credit scene. We saw her again, and
I know she's still smoking hot. I'd still hit that shit.
Yeah, she's still young. I can't believe she aged, which is amazing. I love her. She's a great actress. I mean, of course, we love the Aliens films. This is not far from 2 years until Aliens come out in '86, which is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, still great. She still look gorgeous, still ageless. I like her chemistry with Bill Murray. She does have really good chemistry between him. And this is different. I like that she's playing a different role here. Like she's still like strong and like she could be a badass here, but I like how she's different from Rex.
Yeah, she plays more like kind of a straight edge character. She's a violinist or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, violinist, artist. Like
she plays in the orchestra.
Yeah. And you see her friend that does the which is funny.
Yeah, Bill Murray's funny. He's funny in this part of the movie. He really is. He drives the humor.
Oh god, I love him. When he like told Weaver's character that I'm gonna go with you and check you out, and then he like quickly fixed that. Like no, I'm gonna go with you.
I like the secretary, Janine. Yeah, she's good.
Oh my god, Potts. She's a great
she
actress.
She still looks really hot too.
Yeah, she didn't age. She aged well. I know she's in the new movie, which is good. She's becoming a Ghostbuster.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. If you didn't see the trailer, she's wearing the suit. It's
my god.
Yeah. Well, her character became a Ghostbuster in the cartoons. I heard. So, or the comics. That's what I heard.
I didn't know. I don't know. I never read any Ghostbusters comics.
They're good. I heard. So I need to check them out. Anyway, so after that, they got their first case. They're spending their last expensive, payout with Chinese food, and they get their official call. And so we get in here at the hotel, and this is where we see Slimer the first time. Slimer is a ghost that likes to eat. I mean, come on. You hear Slimer, it's like, okay, Slimer. Sounds like a very chubby creature. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a chubby creature. Fun note, Jeff. I'm gonna give you a true knowledge note here. This Slimer is actually based on a person that was originally going to be in this movie, but unfortunately passed away. So, who's that person to be?
I don't know.
Joe Pesci, Belushi, Joe Belushi, the actor from Blues Brothers and Amina House. He was supposed to be a Ghostbuster member, but he remember he died in '82, and so Slimer is sort of based on him because he liked to eat. Yeah, so he was supposed to be in that movie. So the design of Slimer is based on the actor Belushi. Yeah, because you remember he's friends with Dan Aykroyd, and he was a member of Saturday Night Live.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just giving the notes to our viewers here that haven't seen Saturday Night Live or don't know about '80s movies in general. But shame on you. Watch Blues Brothers and Amino House. They're funny movies. Anyway, so they're funny movies. You need to watch them. They're crazy, folks. So our trio of Ghostbusters are in a hotel, causing collateral damage. They are inexperienced. I mean, come on. They almost attacked one of the employees and with their proton packs, and then they're trying to get the Slimer creature, con. And then we get this great scene of them trying to capture it in this dining room or ballroom, whatever you want to call it. And you get these very funny situations, and then also here in this part of the movie we get the reveal that do not cross the streams because they will automatically get frozen and get explode simultaneously if you cross the stream, if you cross the streams together in the proton packs. And then they're trying to get Slimer, and they caught Slimer with the proton pack, and then Ray starts doing the trap, and then they get Slimer. So I talk about this hotel sequence. What do you think about this scene, Jeff? It's hilarious. I love it. It gets into the Ghostbusters.
It just gets them ready to be in the Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Funny lines. I like here. Like, he slimed me. It's a good line. Yeah, and then what's the other funny part? Egon, he's trying to shoot the Slimer creature, but he still continues shooting the proton pack, and he's just causing more damage in the ballroom. Yeah, so all that is very funny. I really enjoyed that. And then the car, the Ecto 1 car, iconic, iconic as the Batmobile, and looks really great. So I really like this thing. And then the special effects looks really great with Slimer.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks for 1984. It's great.
Yeah. So we get the scene, and then we get the end scene where they're making this hotel manager to pay the stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this. Egon does a single? Like he uses his hands to tell Peter the numbers they need to pay, which is so funny.
No, I didn't even notice it.
Yes, he did. He did I think he did this and then did this, and it's like, okay, this is how much you need to pay here. It's so funny. I didn't notice that until 2 years ago when I saw this movie. But yeah. So and then after that, in my notes we get this montage of the Ghostbusters doing their Ghostbuster, business. Their business starts to thrive.
Yeah.
And so you see these really funny scenes. Obviously, I want to talk about the scene where Ray gets blown by a ghost, which is funny.
Yeah.
In such a funny and adult way. One thing I like about this movie is very adult humor.
Yeah.
The jokes are so dirty. It's so adult, but I love it because I didn't understand that when I was growing up.
It's a PG-13 film, isn't it?
No, it's PG.
That's what I said. It's PG-13.
No. This is PG. PG-13 wasn't created.
Oh, but still, it's PG. This was considered PG back then. This would be rated R now.
Oh, I mean, no. I think it would be PG-13 because there's just some things that you get away. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about rated R because they have to have gore, and then that will push it into rated R.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. I don't know.
Yeah, because like think about Indiana Jones: The Temple of Doom. That could be easily rated R because of the violence there.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
It is.
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm choking myself. Oh man. Anyway, I'm not an Indiana, folks. I'm not an Indiana Jones fan, so I don't care about those films. But I'm surprised you didn't see those movies.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I mean,
I've seen the original ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the first one, that's fine. I mean, yeah, the sequel was the sequel and Gremlins was the ones that Steven started. I say he helped create the PG-13 film the year after those movies came out in 1984. So because Gremlins and Temple of Doom have really like crazy violence. If you've seen those movies, if you've seen Temple of Doom, you understand what I'm saying. If you've seen Gremlins, you understand what was going on. I mean, Gremlins really have like horror like scenes that like were like pushing it rated R. And Steven, he produced the Gremlins film because he was under his company. And the year after 1984 was over, he talked to the MPA to create a new rating, and that's how we got the PG-13 film to be in between of PG and rated R. So thanks to him, that's how we got the PG rating after that, because of the complaints and parent stuff complaining about the violence. And it's like, hey, here, it's PG-13, So that's so yeah. I know seeing this movie, is very adult, but like same times like it didn't cross too far in the rated R section. Just the humor is more adult, but like the jokes are so clever. It's like you don't know the scene where I'm talking about with Ray getting ahead.
I know. I saw it.
Yeah, and what else? And of course the line that Venkman say before was just very funny. So anyway, we see that, and then after that montage, we get introduced to the fourth Ghostbuster, Ernie Hudson's character, Winston. He's the new Ghostbuster after the Ghostbusters are being so hand down with the the business. They need another person. So Winston gets hired. He gets the lecture of the Ghostbuster business, and then in the meantime we get a new character, Walter Peck. This is the actor that was in the Die Hard film, the news reporter. That's him, and here he's very douchey. What was it like? He's a
environmental protection agency agent or some shit, or head of the or whatever.
Yeah, and like he wants to know what's going on with the Ghostbusters. He thinks that they're polluting the earth or something like that, and so he's bad news. And Venkman told him, get out of here. And he told Venkman that I'm going to get a court order warrant to shut down the the systems, and so he's being very stupid. So okay. Anyway, I'll continue talking about the scene. So after that, I say scene of Walter Peck, we get this really great scene of Egon explaining what's going on with the ghost containment units, because right now it's getting really packed with ghosts, and he's explaining us that his calculation of the reading of that day, we were seeing now in that scene, he say that it's really high and it's very big and it's gonna explode, like it's very bad. And so, and he used the example of the Twinkie, which is really great. So after that, the Twinkie scene, we cut back to Barrett and the apartment and Louis Tully, which was great. And then but while that's when we got back to it, we saw the scene of the dog. So we see Sule's ghost ravishers come back to life in the dog form, and so one dog grabs Barrett and her soul, and then the other dog gets Tully, and of course Tully escapes quickly, but of course the dog gets up to Tully, and then after that, Venkman sees the gatekeeper, because now so basically Barrett is possessed by this demon of Zul, and same thing with Tully. He gets Tully because the cops got him, so it was very funny. And then they're figuring out what's going on here with the whole Golser case. So it's coming up very quickly, the case that they begun since the film. And then we get this really cool scene of Ray and Winston talking about the apocalypse and Judgment Day. And then after that, we get Peck, Walter Peck himself. Pecker comes back, and he has a warrant. And then after that, he asked the engineer or whatnot, plumber, to shut down the
plumber.
Yeah, the plumber, whatever he is. It was like, by the way,
he's like a maintenance worker or whatever, or something like that. Yeah,
yeah. He brings this guy to shut down the system, and it's like, why didn't you just get the cop to turn it off? Like, anyway. So he, the plumber, whatever you want to call this, this worker. I'm sorry, but it's been 40 years. Shuts down the ghost containment unit, and then bam. A big bang explosion happens. All the ghosts is escaping, and you see a montage of them attacking New York. Like we briefly see again Slimer eating hot dogs, which is great. And then we see another one in a camp, which is gross. Looks like the creep?
He's like a dead dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. The Crypt Keeper.
Creep Kicker reminds me of that. And then of course the Ghostbusters get arrested because Pecker thinks that they violated the Earth and whatnot, and Egon, he goes monkey ass shit on Pecker. It's like your mother's like choking him, and he cursed, which was crazy. I don't know, he said shit. I was like, oh my god, he cursed. I can't believe it. That's not Egon. And so all of them are arrested. So let me stop there. So Jeff, what do you think about seeing the two Democrat dogs possessing our, the other leads, Barrett and Tully, and then seeing the Ghostbusters getting Winston as the member? Like, what do you think about those?
It works. It all works for the story. It all works. It all services the story well. It's all understandable. Right, like even though they do add some horror elements to the film at that point, right, to try to make it scary.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver does a really good job when she gets possessed. Right, like her whole like possession when she's like the gatekeeper or whatever, whatnot, all that is really, she does a really great job.
Yeah.
And so does Rick Moranis.
Yeah. Okay.
And really cool to see him in the movie, but it all services the story very well, and it's all very entertaining. And the addition of Ernie Hudson is a good addition because they wanted Eddie Murphy in the film initially, right?
Yeah. I think the last time I checked, Ernie Murphy and John Candy. I don't know, you know this. John Candy was supposed to be Tully, but John Candy dropped out, and which it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've been reading the information on the Wikipedia right there this whole time.
Yeah, no. I've been reading it too because there's fascinating things about this movie. Like, Eddie Murphy was considered, but I think he dropped out to do Beverly Hills Cop.
Ernie Hudson was a good addition. They folded him right in. He was good. It's great. He's like, I'll say I believe in anything if I can get it, as long as I get a check.
You get a check, yeah. I love that. That's the greatest ones. I love that Janine lists down all these like beliefs. Like, do you believe the Loch Ness Monster, Atlantis, and what else she say? Like, all these lists, and I just love the reaction that like Ernie does. It's so like realistic, which is funny. Oh man, it's so funny. And Tully, Rick Moranis, I love him. He's such a great actor. I don't know. You see his other films. He's so funny.
Oh yeah, I have.
And it's so funny when he talks to the horse, and he's like, "Are you the gatekeeper?" You know. And then when he's with Egon, I just love him. He's like an actual dog, and like he picks up things and he's like smelling it, which is hilarious. It just cracks me up. It's very sad that he retired, but you know, I understand why he retired. You know, unfortunately, his wife was very sick. So yeah, but I hope he's in the new movie as a cameo because I don't know. You see the Mint Mobile commercial with Ryan Reynolds? Somehow he got him out from retirement. It's crazy.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, you just say if you search YouTube Mint Mobile commercial, Rick Moranis, like he just pops up with Ryan Reynolds for like sponsoring Mint Mobile, which is hilarious. Anyway, so after the explosion of the ghosts escaping, we get the Ghostbusters explain Gozer and his followers and the whole cult thing, and saying that this is going to be the end of the world now. So like this is going to be a apocalypse level threat. And in the meantime, the gatekeeper and the keymaster are renewed in Barrett's house, and they go up into this level that we didn't see before. So that's the dimension that we saw earlier in the freezer in Barrett's kitchen. So and then the Ghostbusters are in the jail, but they get summoned by the mayor, and this is the iconic scene where they poke fun of Pecker, and I just love it. Like first off, Ray has a great line where the containment units were shut down by Dickless here.
Yeah,
love that line. And then oh my god, Bill Murray had the best comeback. He's like, "Yes, sir, this man has no dick." And then Pecker just ran out.
Yeah, that was really good writing.
Yeah, I just love that. And I always hate that TV like censored that, and it's like you don't understand the concept of the joke. Come on, it's like come on, it's funny. It's just anyway. And then we get a great scene where the priest comes in, which is really great. And you know, this is where the Ghostbusters convince the mayor to help. You know, they can help defeat this like apocalypse event. They went down, and this is where we get the cats and dogs living together line, which is hilarious. And then this is a great line from Venkman. He say, "Lenny, you are gonna be the person that's gonna save Researcher Boulders." And then I love the quick shot of the priest smiling at the mirror. He's like, "Oh yeah, do it, Lenny. Yeah, you're gonna save the boulders," and he does. And so let me stop there before we get into the hotel again, and you know the Gozer. What do you think about that scene? I love that scene. It's so funny.
It's funny. Yeah, it is. It's funny.
Yeah. I forgot about Ernie's line when he say, "I saw these things turning you white," shit, which is hilarious. And then the guys are like, "Okay." I just
the mayor. Scene, yeah, he's funny. He is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I just like that scene. That the mayor office scene is just so funny. I mean, and poor Pecker. I mean, actually, Pecker is
the film is really like obvious, like what's going to happen and whatnot, everything, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like.
And then they show up at the hotel and like everybody's cheering for them and all this shit, whatnot. Yeah. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, and all this shit.
Well, they're superheroes. You think about it. I never give you this thought. Like this movie is a superhero film.
Kind of, yeah, it is.
You know, it's like an origin movie. It's like they're wearing costumes. They have a logo. You know, like they have a Batmobile, the ish. You know, with the Ecto, you know, car. And so yeah, so you know. Now, like Gozer's now activated, you know, he starts, you know, making all these crazy things, and you know, the Ghostbusters try to stop this, you know, entity who is now a woman. You know, he could change whatever he wanted to be, as Egon say. And here is where you know it's very funny. Venkman,
they did a really good job with the visual effects of like the building being half destroyed there and all that shit and whatnot, right at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. Like, I mean, and the stairway from the kitchen to the the up to the roof.
Yeah.
Like very impressive that they did that. Very seamless. I mean, I really like that set. I mean, just very fantastic, which I like. And the Ghoster, the villain, like it looks really,
Yeah, they did a good job.
casting her, and she looks very menacing. I mean, the red eyes is so creepy. I mean, it's very creepy. So Ray talks to her, and obviously she asks he's a god, and they say no, and they get attacked, and which is funny. And then they get Ray saying their lines like, "This chick is toast. Let's stop this. Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do it downtown," which is a great line. And then we get into the famous film. Now, I don't know if you noticed this. We get teases of the Marshmallow Man throughout the film. We get the bag with Barrett's department when she has her groceries. We see like a bag of the Marshmallow Stay Puff Man. And then when the ghosts are escaping from the the firehouse Ghostbusters headquarters, there's a sign, like a graffiti of the Stay Puft Man. We're teasing this this thing because Ray, some bizarre reason, decides to have a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to attack New York. After Gozer say choose your challenger, and three of them try to blank their minds, but somehow Ray of all things thinks that a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man will be a best choice. So we see this huge Stay Puft Marshmallow Man attacking New York. He steps in a church, and then Ray say roast him, which was a great line. So yeah, what do you think about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, it's cool. It was cool to see it again and everything and whatnot for a minute. You know what I'm saying and whatnot. Like it's all right.
All right, come on. I love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It's crazy. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, that is so crazy that they're doing that. I mean, it's so big, and then it's so cute at the same time, which is crazy. But yeah. So anyway, they're trying to destroy this creature, and they're not gonna, it's too big. So Egon decided that okay, we can destroy Gozer and all this by hitting into that dimension door. That's there in the hotel, up there. But how to do it is by doing crossing the streams. So they agree on that, and pretty much they explode the dimension. They explode the whole half hotel and the Marshmallow Man to pieces, and it's like now his whole city is covered in marshmallow, which is great. So they defeated the creature, and so we assuming believe that Tully and Barrett is gone, but they're actually alive conveniently. I'm surprised they're alive, but whatever.
Of course they're alive. It's a movie.
Yeah, movie. But I did wonder how they reverted back to humor. That's the thing. It's like how. I mean, anyway. So they're back, and then so now they Barrett and Bill, kiss, and then Egon and Ray starts to talk to Tully to maybe experiment on him. Like, we want your brain tissue.
His brain tissue, yeah.
And then we get a great line from Arnie saying, "I love this town," which is a great way to just cut that scene. And then that's the ending. And then we see Slimer coming into to end the film like that. So yeah, I mean, overall, Ghostbusters, happy 40th anniversary, Ghostbusters. You're a great comedy film. I love it.
It's definitely entertaining. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me ask you, Jeff. Is it your top 5 comedy films, or how you rank this?
I don't really have top 5s and all that kind of stuff and all that. You know that. I don't really have lists like that because I'm not good at that kind of stuff and whatnot. It's just not my thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, but I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the movie. I was interested, it kept my attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it, I enthusiastically when I put it on. I sat and watched it and whatnot and everything, and I was really into it. And so, yeah, it was enjoyable. It was a good watch, right? So that was positive. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Dude, the ending's good. It serves the story well. Overall, it's a great film.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those rare like comedy, like horror comedy films that is mainstream and like is a big like. Remember, it's a rare thing to have a comedy movie with a high budget and like this high concept. That's like a great thing about the '80s films. It's like you get these high concept films like Back to the Future, or Indiana Jones. I brought up, like this was peak the '80s films where like we're really creative with films like this, and this was a rare thing. It's like, oh my god, because I don't know. I mean, the studio did like Sony didn't believe in this project. They didn't know if it was going to be successful, but it did. At the end, and then look at now. They got like 5 sequels.
Yeah,
three sequels, then continuity. Then you got the one reboot that did well. I didn't mind the reboot, but I mean, same time, that leaned too much in comedy. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's been 4 years since this movie, and it's really great, and it has really great talent here.
It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10. All right, 10 out of 10. Well, Jeff wants to go. He's ready to talk about X-Men '97. He's ready to talk about Walking Dead, the ones who lives. I understand that. I'm excited for tomorrow. So let's do this. Let's get out of here. You guys know Ghostbusters. I hope you enjoyed this live stream of me breaking down the Ghostbusters movie. Is a classic. But let me do this. This week, Monday report. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. Check us out. Talk about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, episode 5. Plus, we're gonna start our review of X-Men '97, the episode 1. So me and Jeff, we're gonna talk about that with a guest. Do you know the guest name, Jeff? I
can't remember off the top of my head. No.
Okay.
I need my scheduling book. We have a guest though.
Okay. Well, we got a guest. Just check out. He will be there. Wednesday is another great Shogun review, episode 5. Please check us on that. Me, Jeff, and hopefully Cyber will come in that episode.
Cyber will be there. Yep. Kim will be there, and Blair will be there again.
Awesome. So we're gonna have the 2 wonderful ladies coming back with us, which is great.
And then Friday we got Pacific Rim.
Oh yes, yeah. Friday we're gonna talk about Pacific Rim. Great film. Please check us on that. That's a good movie to talk about. And and that's our schedules.
And Stacy's gonna come back for that one, and she was good in the last review, right? You like Stacy, so
yes. And also I hope you guys saw us the Street Fighter. That was really fun. We really went out there. I think it definitely beat the Deja Vu review. I think in terms of just funniness and out of control humor from us. And Stacy was one of them, and she delivered in such a good way. And Ryan was great. And Raymond was there. I was so happy that Raymond got to be in that review.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I mentioned that, and I got him to be in the review. So that was great. So,
it was a good show. I did a good job. I moderated well. Stacy was really happy that I moderated really well.
Yeah.
No, I don't. My only final thoughts were just to appreciate you having me on the show and everything and whatnot. And I enjoyed watching the film. It was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah. And I'm happy you're here, Jeff. And I want to say you did an awesome job on Friday. It was amazing. I was so happy with the Street Fighter. It was so funny. And all of you are going to be under arrest if you don't see our shows this week, sir. People,
we have some big shows.
Exactly, big shows. So anyway, let's get out of here. Ciao, everyone. Ciao.
Peace.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.